On to the big box. This was the small box. And we got El Gargantuan box, which is like 50% larger. It's not that much bigger, but calling it El Gargantuan sounded right. It felt right. I didn't just cut my leg, we're fine. My leg didn't want to be cut, it shouldn't have gotten in the way. Okay, here we go. There we go. Everything's kind of packed in here with these styrofoam corners. The packaging is middling. It's sufficient to get them shipped in one piece, but it ain't exactly 5-star shipping. Now, what the hell do we got here? Let's see. Holy Christ, these are heavy. I'm taking the smallest one out first, because it's the only one I can lift because I'm weak. No, let's do this one next. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my... Get the fuck up here. How's the third one, then? Hold on. Oh, here, hold this for me. It's huge. It weighs like 30 pounds. That's not even the big one, either. Holy crap. Oh. The big one's actually the lightest. Okay, fair enough. The big one's the lightest. Got it. To paint the grayscale minis or leave them as is? Leave them as is for now. I have no painting experience. I might do a dark wash on them or something, just to pep them up a bit, but for now I'm leaving them as is. Which one of these should I open first? This is called the strong box, so it's going to be like accessory pieces. Let's open that up a second. Alright. Okay. This one first, then. This is a chunky boy here. Let me get this cut open. The big boy. Okay. Dog? Oh, dog sniffing at the door. Alright, I'm trying to do this carefully. I don't want to scuff the box. It's taking me a minute. It's a very nice box. Actually pretty sturdy for a game box. I've got a bunch of other board games and shit up in like the closet. None of them have a box this sturdy. Probably half the $700 I put into this board game are in this box. Like, in the box itself, not what's inside of it. Like, if I opened it up, but in the actual, like, the material of the box. It's very sturdy. Okay. Let me go ahead and get that off. Give us some space to work with here. Anyway, that's the look of the box. It's a pretty sturdy cardboard. Looks like it's a coated cardboard, too. Alright, let's see. So they give us some details about the game here. It says 1 to 4 players. So apparently you can play it solo. 90 minutes. Ages 14 and up. Yes, 14 is a ripe, proper age for dealing with eldritch horror. Oh, we gotta get some styrofoam here. Wipe that off. There are no stars in the sky, only nightmares. Okay. Alright. Just one last little look at that. That's the box. It's, you know, it's your like your starting screen. It's fucking huge. It won't fit on camera. I'm opening it. Here we go. The time is now. Ow. Open. Off. Do it. God, what a tease. Okay, so a tip for anyone trying to open theirs in the future: pull the sides apart just slightly, and the air zips in and it comes right off. If you don't, you're gonna fight with it. All right, first thing we got here: important note. It's very important. It's a note. All right, dear backer, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for. Okay, hold on. Sometimes your pledge isn't perfect. While we have prepared your pledge to the highest standards, we realize that, as with every process, errors can be made, items can be left out, and damages can occur in transit. If your pledge contains bent or broken miniatures, damaged boxes, or after double checking, you are sure that you're missing items or components, then please reach out. Okay, very nice. That's good. Alright. Dear backer, the entire Mythic Games team would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for supporting this project. Darkest Dungeon, the board game, is certainly our biggest project to date, and without you, it wouldn't have been possible. The game designers, Nick Neotis and Argyris Punger, I'm sorry. Oh, God. I butchered them. Oh, Jesus, not good. Well, what Nick and Argyris? My apologies on that. I'm Southern and from the U.S. Like, my tongue doesn't work like that. Being diehard fans of the video game franchise, sought to sink every drop of their love for the digital version into the analog version, and we think it truly shows. Gone but not forgotten. While being considered a dungeon crawler, we think the purposeful design choices made to stay as true to the source material as possible puts it into a category all its own. So far it does look like pretty spot on, so. The entire graphic design team, from Chris Barassa of Red Hook to Stefan Gantiez and Christoph Madura of Mythic Games, and all the sculptors in between, also worked very hard to breathe 3D life into a 2D realm of the Cursed Hamlet. But all that work would have been for naught without your support, and for that we are eternally grateful. We are so proud and ecstatic to be able to deliver the results of all of our efforts. Your own copy of Darkest Dungeon, the board game. We know that it will stand on its own in every right, and truly hope that it will bring you hours upon hours of enjoyment. Mythic Games seeks to create games that not only engage your mind, but also your imagination. We believe that theme matters, and is only able to truly shine when it is joined to mechanisms that are not only fun, but also thought-provoking. With Darkest Dungeon, the board game, we sincerely believe that we have accomplished just that, an unforgettably immersive experience that engages both the mind and the imagination. Okay? We also want to express our deepest thanks to Tyler Sigmund, Chris Barassa, and the entire Red Hook team for making such an unbelievably iconic video game and entrusting us a collaborative partner with their intellectual property. Their excitement and support during the board game's development was both integral and influential to the success of the final product. As a final thank you, we've included this exclusive Chris Barassa sketch as a limited edition print in your core box. Torchbearers, we salute you. There's a limited edition print in here, apparently. Somewhere. Anyway, that was the letter they sent. This is presumably for people who backed as opposed to people who came in late to snag the extras and the ones that were refunded. But who the fuck knows? What do we got here? Is this an advertisement for one of their other games? Hell yeah, it is! We got an ad. Alright. It wouldn't be a box opening without an ad. Last Saga. Alright, well, we'll see if they make good quality products or not here in a minute. Did you not get the print? I don't know. It's probably in here somewhere. Okay, what we got here? We got the... Okay, hold on. We got cardboard pieces here. Looks like these are some of the Hamlet ones. Give me a minute to open this. It's fighting me a little. So was that coffee. Holy crap. Right in there. Let's not cut my finger again. One cut is enough for the day. I try to keep it down to a minimum. I usually also try to make sure it only happens in the kitchen, because it's hard to explain otherwise. Oh, why does it look like you stuck your hand in a meat grinder? Fuck, I was opening a board game. What if opening the box releases an Eldritch Horror? No, joke's on you. I was already released. Okay, so we got our parts here. These are the Hamlet pieces. Yeah, it gives you a little bit of detail once you buy the upgrade for the Hamlet. You know, you got all the little ones. They slip into that little cardboard thing we got. These all just punch out, as you can see. They just punch out. It's fuck, I punched that one out. They punch back in, though. If you're worried about that, you can also punch them back in. So that's good. Nice feature there, I guess. Not really a feature; it's more of a happy accident. But we got looks like health markers or something. We've got a token here. That's the classic. That's Dizzy Reynold. You got the caretaker giggling at your shriveling peen when you come back from the Warrens, or the Cove. It's very damp and cold in both of those places. And you've got... This looks like a hallway background or something. I don't know what this will be used for, but it almost looks like it's going to be for hallway battles, maybe. And then combat stuff. Your round tracker and everything right here. Looks like, is Torchlight going to be in effect? Because, yeah, okay, so Torchlight is in effect in the board game as well. So that helps you manage and track your Torchlight, too. Okay, and here we go. These are the other class not really tokens, I guess, but what the hell would you call these, chat? What would you call... They stand up. Placards. Let's call them placards. The other class placards. And some more health tokens. And, affliction... What is that? I don't know, some kind of a token up... you can't see it. I can't get it on camera. Fuck, it's too high. Hold on. I got this. It's up there somewhere. I can do this. Put me in. Alright, I can't. What if I flip it around? There we go. I got some tokens here. That's like your combat token, I guess. This is like a day and night thing. Maybe it has something to do with camping. You got these, whatever these are for. Anyway, you got all your classes there. Pretty standard, good old-fashioned Darkest Dungeon art. Nothing to complain about there. Let's leave these sitting here for now. Alright, keep an eye on those. Yeah. A DD something for D&D? Probably. I have a feeling somebody by now has adapted the rule set. I would not be surprised. I've made monsters from D&D, from DD into D&D when I was DMing my campaign a couple of years ago. I definitely included some Darkest Dungeon monsters. My players didn't know that because none of them played Darkest Dungeon, but... That's a them problem, not a me problem. If they were smart, they would have played Darkest Dungeon. Alright, and now we got the actual board for the board game. Looks like you got a collection here. Alright, sorry, out of the way for a little minute. There we go. Alright, so you got your rooms. You can put a couple of them together however you see fit. I guess you just select a couple and randomize where they go. They got these symbols and stuff. No idea what any of those mean, but you got your symbols in the rooms. And you can just kind of stick them together and you traverse through. Uh-huh. So what are these? These all look to be, so far these are all like the darkest dungeon. Mission 2, Mission 3. Are these just all darkest dungeon, or are these any of the others? Let's find out. Still darkest dungeon. Ah, here we go. What is this? The Hamlet? Yeah, okay, that's the Hamlet, it looks like. We have the ruins. Okay, we got a couple for the ruins. One for the Hamlet. What was that? Like, 1, 2, 3, 6. 6 for the darkest dungeon. The Hamlet, we've got 1, 2, or not the Hamlet, for the ruins. We got 1, 2, we have 3. All the art looks good. The rooms look good, actually. 4, nice detail. Definitely feels like ruins. 5, looks like there's going to be 6 per area. Yeah, 6 per area. And they've got 1 additional in here, which looks like it is for the Weald. Just the 1 extra. I guess the other Wealds are in a different box. Okay, so that's your actual board for the board game. What the fuck? I did not think about, like, storage space here. What the hell am I gonna... Hello? Here, you can sit up here. I'm just gonna create a stack. This is not gonna end poorly, I promise. This will end just fine. We'll keep 1 down here as a display piece. So people can see it. Oh, they're back in front. Oh, okay. They are back and front. So there's probably other Warren's ones up there. Wheeled ones. Fair enough. So that's probably all the boards in. Okay. What else we got here? Okay, next up. Additional contents. Feel like you could make some neat battle maps out of these. This for D&D 2. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, definitely. 100%. Very, very flexible, very functional. Yeah, these would make excellent battle maps. The rooms are maybe a little small, so you'd have to scale them up or something, but... They're like, you know, make a tile more space, but shouldn't be too bad. Or just have small rooms, that's fine too. I mean, I guess technically, like, any of these rooms are bigger than my room, although my room wouldn't be good for, like, a D&D battle. It wouldn't be a lot of space. Everyone would be just, like, sword to face the whole time. But, you know, that's modern problems. That's why we don't fight in my room. Living rooms, those are good for fighting. Alright, so, additional contents. This is 4 boss cards, tokens, experience tokens and buff tokens. Okay. That over there. So, all right, let me just set this down here. We got, these are, I guess, the boss ones. We've got everyone's favorite, the old Necromancer, and the Collector. There's a Collector there, too. Ah, here we go. Bosses are on the other side. That's just the back art. Alright, so we've got Imperfect... What are these? We got the... Okay, Imperfect Reflection, Perfect Reflection, another Perfect Reflection, and another Imperfect Reflection. Alright. So these are for the final encounter. So these are the 4 additional boss cards. These are the random boss cards that are only used in a specific scenario. But much like the player card, you know, they got a health pool. They get their skills, what their skills do, etc., etc. Chance to stun. Basic jazz there. Same as the character cards. What do we have here? We have another board. I'm assuming this is like an enemy board for the fight. You just put your enemy on there. Oh, that's interesting. They actually, to give it more of a dark and rugged feel, they actually... Here, let me see if I can get that on. Do you see that? You see that notch in there? They actually notched up and roughed up the outside. At first I thought it was just like a misprint error, but they're all over and they're very distinct. And each one is unique. So they kind of roughed up the edges a bit to give it a, you know, a Darkest Dungeon feel. I actually kind of like that. It's a small touch, but it's a nice touch. Okay, what do we got next? We have another Hamlet board. This is a complete one. So this is like the one where you plug the parts in. This is probably a reference board, I would imagine. Or something. But it's of the Hamlet. Tavern, sanitarium, remove disease. Yeah, this looks like a reference board. Okay. Here are the XP and buff tokens. They are made out of cardboard. Decent stock. Pretty sturdy. Those should last a while as long as they're cared for. Move those up. Alright, what do we got here? We've got... Snort. This must be the Barasa limited print right here. Snort. A classic line from a classic game. Oh, fair enough. Looks good. It's the bounty hunter reading the rule book. I don't think he can read, which is where the snort comes from. He's yeah, no, I definitely know the rules of the game. I got it all here. It's all taken care of. Dizzy, put your fucking rifle away. Pistol, whatever. So that's the Barasa print, I would imagine. All right, what else we got here? We've got a pad of papers. It's a whole ass pad. What are these, like character sheets or something? Hero name and level. Yes, these are your character sheets. What happens when you run out? So this is how you track your character, your hero. Okay, so it's one paper per playthrough. Each of your heroes are tracked. And then campaign details down at the bottom. I'm assuming you can get like a print off from their website or something for these, so you can print more if you need them. But they give you 1, 2, 3, 4. You get like 100 games worth of this shit, so it should last quite a while. Especially in my case, where this is purely decorative for the stream. All right, we got our boss cards now. Let's take a look at those. Everything looks sensational in my opinion so far. Oh yeah, no, it's all except for the stickers. That one set of stickers, everything has been pretty good quality so far. And very well done. So far, I mean, it was still $700 for a board game, so if I wasn't doing this for stream shit, I probably wouldn't have gotten it realistically, because goddamn, it's fucking expensive. But it is all pretty good quality. Like, even compared to other board games, that like from Mattel and shit, like, the cardboard stock is much higher quality, much sturdier. The cardboard print is like, it's really in there. Like, that shit isn't just gonna scratch off. You know? So it's all good quality compared to, like, just running to the store and buying a $30 board game. And there's a lot to it. There's a lot of moving parts here. There's a lot of shit, so... The price is probably justifiable, but it is definitely a luxury purchase, and without this excuse of streaming, I would definitely not have been able to afford this luxury. But as it stands, this is purely a stream buy, and I can probably write it off on my taxes. Because it is, this is just going to be sitting back there as a decoration once we're done making content about it. If I can ever get this sleeve open! Hello, I can't get it off! I'm incompetent! I'm being beaten by a small strip of paper that I don't want to tear. Like, fuck. Help. I need somebody with nimble hands. I got these giant fucking ogre sausages here. Alright, hold on, it's coming off. I got it. It's fine, I got it. Have you heard of a knife? I don't want to cut it because I want to put them back on for storage purposes. But yes, I got one right here. $100 sleeve. You know what? You joke. There's a kappa there, but have you seen they sent an entire box of sleeves? If I were to actually go out and buy that many sleeves, it would probably cost almost $100. They legitimately sent about $100 in sleeves. I ain't fucking kidding. Now, you were talking about this sleeve, which is, honestly, it's probably what they use in Fort Knox, because I could barely get in that damn thing. Alright, so we've got big monsters and bosses here. Want to become hey, we haven't seen... Hey, look at that. I'm famous again. Look at that. If I wasn't famous, they wouldn't be in here. God, it's been like a month since we've seen one of those. Were they on hiatus, or did we get too small for them to care? You'd think it'd be the opposite way around. The smaller you are, the more they spam you. Alright, we got our elite, we got our bone captain here. Again, it's got a nice little bit of art for the creature. And since this is all big creatures, so these are the big cards. Health. There's skills down here at the bottom. I don't know what these symbols are for yet, but they're all over everything, so they're probably important. No idea, though. Looks like one might be attack, one might be defense. I don't know what the other two are. But anyway, crushing blow, ground pound, pretty standard. Immunities, resistances. Crowded. I don't know what that means, but... Oh, okay, I see. So these little symbols are the positions they hit, or what they're capable of hitting. Crowded, they can hit all 4 people. Is that focusing well enough? Probably not. I don't know what it's trying to focus. It's trying to focus on something. I don't know what, though. Yeah, let me get more of the screen. There we go. It was just confused on what it should focus on. Those little head symbols. Those are the targets it hits and everything. Alright, so anyway, we got the Bone Captain. What else we got here? We've got the Brigand Bloodletter. Oh, let me slide that up a little bit for you. There we go. Brigand Bloodletter. We got the Ghoul, everyone's favorite, a classic. It's all very shiny, as you can see. We have the Adder, of course. Again, another round favorite. We have the Prophet. Hopefully we have a Houndmaster and a Man-at-Arms ready to go for this puppy. Oh, we got multiple Prophets. For each difficulty level. 1, 2, and 3. So there's probably 3 of each boss. Depending on what order you approach dungeons and stuff. Okay, fair enough. We got the Fanatic, the real crowd pleaser. Hopefully you don't have an antiquarian in the party when you hit this guy. Alright, a couple of those. These are, again, these are pretty thick. Like, these are not thin, flimsy cards. I mean, they are, but compared to normal cards, they're pretty thick. So as long as you're not an idiot with them, they should last. Oh, good, it's the Pyre, because the Pyre needed a card, too. You wouldn't want the Pyre to feel left out. Got the Templars. They're looking at you. They got little goat eyes. Scary. Anyway, so that's the Templar, and this is the Impaler, yeah, Warlord and Impaler, or whatever they're called. We also have the Mammoth Cyst. It needed 3 cards. It sure did. That Pyre needed everything. We got, the Shuffling Horror. There you go. There's that bad boy. I assume there's a Shambler card in here, too. There better be. We'd be mighty disappointed. Ancestor Second Form. This is for after you deal with his, this is Big D, basically. Everyone's favorite, Big D. Got the Gestating Heart. We got the not-so-gestating heart, the post-gestation heart. The one that really fucks up your characters. Okay, that's what we got in that set. Alright, the sleeve was difficult to get off. I imagine it'll be even harder to get on. Come on. Come on, you can do it, buddy. You could actually, it's easier to get it on than it was to take it off. Amazing. It's huge. Cool. That was actually way easier. Damn. Alright, so that's those cards. Let's go ahead and put them down here, maybe. Just set those there. Alright, we got 2 more sets of cards here. Looks like we got character cards, maybe. The sleeves coming off easier on these ones. There we go. Alright, so these are your character cards. We've already seen one of these already. We saw the Musketeer version. Looks like they're pretty much the same. Not much could be different. Gives you your stats, certain details, your Hamlet skill. There's one for each champion level, 1, 2, and 3. Let's see. Let's take a look at all the characters here, though. So, we've got the Crusader. We got technically 3 of the Crusaders. I don't know where the third one went. You got the Hellion. 14 health. How much health is that compared to that Crusader? 32. Damn, they gutted my poor Hellion's health pool. Holy shit. 20. Oh, never mind. I was probably looking at top tier and bottom tier. Just kidding. No, that's fair. 24. Yeah, they're the same. It checks out. Bounty Hunter. I'm only seeing the level 2 and 3 cards. Where are the level 1 cards? Oh, wait. I'm seeing the 1 and the 3s. There's no 2s. Oh. Actually. Yeah, no. I don't know. 2s are hidden somewhere. They're somewhere else. Highwayman. And you should more or less get 3 of every card. You got your Vestal. Jester. You know, I think both of these. Yeah, both those are Jester. Plague Doctor. The art's good. Art's good on everything so far. Plague Doctor's got a little less health. Only 11 at level 1. You got the Arbalist. Pretty nice overall. Looks like they got maybe a little Death Door tracker down here as well. Down here in the corner by my thumb. Grave Robber. A classic pose. Pick to the face. One I use quite frequently. Very happy to see. Okay, and then we got the Occultist. What's their heal? Hold on. What's the Occultist heal look like? Let me take a look. Is that on this card? No, okay, so that's not on this card. This is just more their stat card. Alright, fair enough. Then you got the A-Bomb. I assume they have a transformed version as well. There's the non-transformed version. Oh, it's on the back side. There it is. The Abomination. It's a nice touch having both parts of it. So you just flip the card. Hey, this one's got a level 2. Look at that. How the hell did none of the others have a level 2 in here? Yeah, fucking all 3 of the A-Bombs are in there. Wait, the Crusader has a level 2? The Crusader doesn't have a level 1. They must be somewhere else. Must be another set of these. Oh, yeah, okay. Anyway. Those are the character sheets, if you will. Fight with a sleeve for a second, get it back on. There we go. So cool, indeed. Sup, Genghis? How you doing? Alright. And now we've got the actual play cards for the characters. I won't bother taking them all out. But this is just your set of skills. What your skills do. How far you can... What is it? Is that your speed, maybe? 3 speed? That's how you determine how fast you go. Here's a Crusader one over on this side. It looks like you basically select a character card going in, because each one, for those who weren't here for our Musketeer opening, essentially each card for a class has 3 skills on it. This one is Smite, Zealous Accusation, and Holy Lance. But there's another card that's going to have, like, Inspire, etc., etc. So it looks like you just pick which card you want to go into each dungeon with, and you're stuck with those skills for that dungeon. So. But there's a couple of cards, I think 3 cards for each class, roughly. Anyway, that's your skill cards. Alright, what's this? right? What's this? This sleeve I might actually have to cut off, because this cardboard doesn't want to come out. It's gripping too much. Alright, actually I'm going to cut this one. Fuck, that shit doesn't want to cut. This is a sharp knife, too. I did not want to cut. Alright, so these are more cardboard pieces. It looks like these are... Because I see blight symbols. I see... Oh no, that's disease. Quirk. So these are character related. Something for tracking your character. Yeah, because you can see champion level 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. So it looks like these are the dungeons you do. So it looks like maybe you do 3 apprentice dungeons, 1 veteran dungeon, and 1 champion dungeon. Champion dungeon would probably be the darkest dungeon. So it looks like that might be the case. It almost feels like it would make more sense if you did 1 apprentice, or 2 apprentice, 2 veteran, and then 1 champion. But maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe that's not what that means. But these are all identical. That's just what they are. Something for tracking the campaign. Okay. The fancy sleeves. Oh yeah, no, we got like I got so many fucking sleeves. Like, bro, I got so many fucking sleeves. I just found one sitting here. I got thousands of sleeves. And these sleeves too. These ones, the ones that don't break. I don't know what the hell they're made out of. Fuck, but they don't break. They barely cut. Break the damn cards that they're guarding before I break into the damn... Wait, hold on, I'm tearing it. It's tearing. Hey, there we go. Had to find a little bit, not too bad. All right, so what we got here? We got a picture of what's on the backside. I assume this is a backside thing. All right, hold on. Okay, so we got rooms. This is our mini map. This is, I guess, so players can kind of track it as they go. I guess that's where you come in at. And then you work your way through. You got a couple of cards here. As you see, I wonder if these are standard layouts. Because these layouts right now, these look like the ruins. Apparently you get a junction point. Normally in the game, those junctions there, those would be rooms. I wonder what those mean. But yeah, so far this looks pretty ruinsy in layout. Let me go down a few and see if any of them start looking any different. Nope. Okay, fair enough. I mean, oh, wait. Hold on. They start looking a little different here. Hold on. I wonder if these... Okay, so apprentice, and here's the veteran version. So, more rooms and shit. But it's all generally the pretty straightforward, you know, kind of ruins layouts. The very squared off. Is there a version of the champion, or is the champion just the darkest dungeon? I suspect champion is just darkest dungeon, so there's probably nothing for champion. No, okay. So you get little mini-map cards for apprentice and veteran. Champion is just your darkest dungeon, I guess. So, no need for cards there. Alright, what do we got here? We've got a box. This is your save box. I guess this is if you don't complete your campaign in one sitting, you can put the important stuff inside of here so it's ready to go and you have all the details for your next sit down. So they include a box. Again, it's made out of pretty good card stock. You gotta fold it yourself and shit, but it's got nice art on it. So, a nice little include. Wouldn't say it's anything crazy, but it's nice. All the same. Good to have. Alright, we got some actual paper here. Start here before you play a full game, the old road. Oh, okay, so here's your tutorial. The rule book, if you will, or at least part of it. Cards, 12 hero skill cards, 4 hero cards, 2 monster cards, 8 player aid cards. Are these what you get? Components you need... Okay, so yeah, that's what you get to start with. Room tile. Light board, hero stance tokens. Okay, just stance boards. Ah, yeah, so those are indeed... Well, can I get this on? Yeah, so those boards that we saw before are definitely your combat boards. It's to show your units and their positioning and stuff. And a hero dashboard, so I was right about that. That's where you track your hero information on board with tokens, probably. Majors. All right, so this is your basic instructions. We'll look at the instruction stuff after we've gotten everything out of the box. Hello, Sandy. How many oily fingerprints has he put on the board game? None. My hands are dry as shit right now. I washed them 5 times today. There is no moisture anywhere on my hands. I'm honestly surprised they're not, like, fucking white and crinkly. They're very dry. Unpleasantly dry, I would say. And here we got the full fucking rule book. This puppy's like, it's damn near a D&D splat book. We got a little bend in the corner. Little bend in the corner. The rule book didn't quite make it unscathed. It's a pretty small bend. It'll bend right back out, but the rule book definitely a casualty of shipping. Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house. Who doesn't remember? You know how many times I fucking saw that? Yeah, this tells you what's included, how to play the game. How many pages is this? 16, 18, 22, 30. It's about 40 pages of instructions. Some of it just tells you what's included, though. We'll look at that later. Joe, why are you discussing your hand moisture and please... Hey, you guys started it. Don't fucking look at me. I had nothing to do with this. Blame yourselves. So we can start playing now. A board game based only in the ruins. You're fired. Very carefully cut this open. There we go. Good garnishing knife. Yeah, good garnishing knife. See, I knew this garnishing knife would come in handy. People are like, what the fuck are you ever going to do with a garnishing knife? When the hell do you garnish? You care nothing about how food looks, Joe. When are you going to use a garnishing knife? Joke's on you. It only took 10 years, but goddammit, I used it. You never know when you need to do some precision cutting, not in the kitchen. I promise I'll use it. I didn't use it. I don't use it in the kitchen. I have used it a couple of times outside of the kitchen, though. That's probably when it's most useful. Alright, so these are our tokens here. These are your blights, your bleeds, your buffs, your debuffs. Again, they're cardboard tokens, but they're made out of the same pretty hardy cardboard stock as everything else. They just pop out, as you can see, and then they pop right back in because I'm not ready for these to be popped out yet. Please, God, help me. Okay. You got 1-point bleeds and 3-point bleeds. Apparently nothing comes in 2 points. It's 1 or 3. You've got your others. You got your marks, your stuns, your guards. No fucking idea what the armor is. You got your XP tokens. You got your monies. Look at that money. All right, so we now have context for our values. So those tokens we saw earlier are 1 gold, 5 gold, and the bags are 10 gold, which is weird because there's 5 bag tokens, but only 4 bags. But that's fine. It doesn't matter. Close enough. They miscounted a little. And you got your health markers, whatever the hell those mean. And riposte, of course. So, all your little icons. But we wanted more info. Yeah, chat always wants more info. Why do you think I default to giving you guys way too much? If I keep giving you guys too much information, you'll stop asking eventually. Or not, who knows. So these are board tiles, these are chests, room stuff, HP tokens, I guess. Affliction tokens? Is there something on the back, or is it one-sided? Oh, yeah, okay. So there's stuff on the back, too. So those are your room tokens, you flip them over. Wait, so what the fuck are the stickers for? Because if you get... Whoops. Oh god, I'm popping everything out. I'm a Neanderthal. Help. It's small, fragile things. Okay. So, you know, you flip them over. So these are what the stickers were. Oh god damn it, I keep popping health things out. Stop. Stop. Oh jeez, now I'm popping. Okay. I'm setting that down. I'm setting it down. Okay. Anyway, you got your affliction and your tell us the positive version called now. Virtue, your virtue tokens, and anyway, you got a bunch of tokens here. Hi there, we dead yet? I don't think I can die today. Oh geez, unless like a meat. Wait, I'm missing a piece. Oh god, I've lost a piece already. I lost whatever these little black tokens are. I lost one of those. Is not. Oh, I found it. It's on my black shirt. Yeah, it's fine. I got everything. I'm just gonna plug that in, and we're just gonna we're just gonna put these up here, and hopefully not lose a piece in the interim. Hopefully, that's the hope. By the way, chat. Just a reminder. Hey, look at that. Hey, come on. You see that? That is fucking Cthulhu Rising, by the way, baby. That is merch. You can have this. Well, you can't have it. You gotta pay for it, but you know, you can pick that up in the merch store. You know, it's nice. I wear it all the time, honestly. I wear it probably more than I should, because I'm kind of fucking hot right now, but it's very comfortable, so I keep wearing it. I'm gonna sweat my ass off in this damn thing, though. Anyway. You can buy this for 600... No, I'm not trying to recoup the game costs off of you guys. Don't worry about that. It's reasonably affordable. Okay, what else we got down here? And then I just left it. Okay, so that was it for that little collection. I'm gonna go ahead and move these off now so we got more space. Leave that there, I guess. Alright. Let's see, what do we got next? We got way more in this box. Okay, we got baggies. So I can become a Coke dealer to repay the $700, recoup the $700. Darkest Dungeon, 8 balls. Basically. I don't know, I guess these are just to put your tokens and stuff in. So that's nice, I guess. Not made out of nearly as durable a material as the sleeves, though, so these bags are going to be a disaster eventually. Fucking unskippable ads. Got him. Alright, let's see, what's next? Alright, and this is the packaging for the box. This is, you put this in the corner and helps hold everything in place. This is not important. Again, just a shitty joke. You're welcome. Gotta keep things entertaining. Next. Okay, this stuff can come out, I guess. Go. Alright, we'll take a look at these things. Alright, we got what looks to be a deck of cards. These are... Let's find out what they are. How do they work? What do we do with them? Is it really an ad if the game isn't available anymore? Thunk. True. What the fuck? Dog's going crazy out there. Alright. Let me see. I always hate opening card boxes. So I'm always like, I'm gonna fuck the lid up. I'm gonna scuff it all up. Everything's gonna be terrible. But it's fine. We got our utility knife here today. Hydrate. Oh, shit. It's a good point. I'm getting thirsty. I can't hydrate anymore, though. I just drank it all. And I'm trapped by boxes, so I'm not leaving this chair. Okay. Got the traditional torch art here on the package. Iconic. Alright, so this is curio stuff. So this is stuff that happens in a room. Looks like, alright, so half of it is curios. And half of it is something else. Alright, so we got our curio cards. So you get a curio, you get your, like, your Eldritch Altars, you get your stack of books, your decorative urns, display cabinets, sarcophagus. So this is all ruins stuff, it looks like. These are all ruins cards. I guess there's a card for each dungeon. To be fair, the base game, I believe, is just the ruins and the darkest dungeon. The other areas were all expansion boxes, like the Warrens and the Wheels. Those I do not have yet. So, those are the curio cards. So what does an Eldritch Altar do? Oh, it gives you a little descriptor, too. You feel a shiver down your spine as you behold this Eldritch Altar. It has a small coin pouch on its base, but as you touch its stony facade, it's very small print. A nauseating feeling overcomes you. Okay. So each one of these Eldritch Altars is a different effect. So it looks like with the Eldritch Altar, you get either +1 stress, -2 of a debuff, but you get $10. You get money. The other option is an altar dedicated to unholy abominations. Just by staring at it, you feel your worst self resurfacing, albeit with a new purpose. You see a small bundle on its base, and as you touch its stony facade, you realize it has been coated with a toxin. So you take 1 stress, you take 1 blight, but you get a buff for 2 turns. So anyway, those are your curio cards. It looks like you get one at random, maybe. I only yelled at people to work harder. One stress? You have a gesture for a reason, right, chat? Exactly. Alright, and these are, I assume these are battle cards. So these show you what you're fighting. Oh, so these show you okay. So this tells you stuff happening in each of the map types. So this is the Ritual Chamber. Cornered. Heroes ending their turn here suffer 1. So that's, okay, so these are depending on which map pieces you use. So the Ritual Corner would be, alright, that's here, that's this corner here on, actually I have the very map here. How serendipitous. That would be right here. This is the Ritual Chamber. So if you end here, you get, so that corresponds to an event card. Apparently there are event cards for each room. Or some rooms don't. So this one is this. You get the Ritual Chamber event card. And your heroes all suffer 1 stress because they're cornered. There's the Torture Chamber, Unholy Aura. Heroes in this area can't heal or be healed. Healing Fountain. Healing Waters. Heroes end their turn here regain health, etc., etc. Spiked Pit. Circle of Power. Spiked Pit. A or B. I guess you choose or something there. But these are room cards, essentially. So you got some for the ruins, and then you got some for the darkest dungeon, and then... What are these? These are the same thing. Oh, your veteran versions. Okay. So, apprentice, veteran. Alright, fair enough. So those are the cards. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of neat. Kind of like it. Sounds cool so far. Let's go ahead and put those away. Layouts? Yeah. Exactly. Downside is trying to figure out what cards you're going to need for each layout. Jeez. Alright. Put that away. Anyway. It's nice. It seems interesting, mechanically speaking. A little game. I'll just keep those there for now. There. Oh, too far away. I have that a little off. I didn't bring this down far enough. Hang on. There we go. Okay. That's there. Here. Keep an eye on it. Musketeer. Alright, next up we got dice. An entire bag of them. So let's take a look at what we got here. I'll take out 1 of each. Give me a second to fish some out. Okay, is that 1 of each? That looks to be, there's 4 types. Yeah. Okay, so that's 1 of each. That's a lot of dice. It's a decent number, yeah. It's an alright number. Alright, we'll see what we've got here. Alright, first one, we got the white die. This looks to be like there's a shovel Food, torch, scrolls, anti-venom, DD, whatever the hell that means. That seems bad. But it's like consumables and stuff. It's probably events. This is probably you've run into an obstruction, you need to use a shovel. This is a hunger check, probably. This is either your torchlight goes up or down, most likely. Don't know about that. Anyway, don't know what the scrolls would be either, but you got your dice. There's a whole bunch of them. There's more of these dice than any others. But, you know. Is it going to focus? You going to focus there, camera? There you go. I got the print, Darkest Dungeon style art, more or less. DD. Random loot roll? Possibly. That could be it. Oh, DD already. That's not good. Shovel. Let's do a couple of sample rolls. It's rolling something different every time. It's a good sign of a well-made... Uh-oh. We got a double. We already got a double. Oh, we got a triple. Oh, okay. Could have been a fluke. Yeah. All right. I mean, it's hitting different stuff. So, they're probably reasonably well-made. Hopefully not too many air bubbles. Usually I like clear dye because it's harder to hide imperfections in clear dye, so you know you get fewer problems. Then you got this little puppy here. It's Darkest Dungeon red-orange. Like torch red. It's got little skulls on it. I'm not 100% sure. Only a couple of faces. Only a couple of faces on each side. There's 3 faces total. I don't know if this is like you roll it each time you enter a new room to see if you get a fight. If it rolls a fight. It's possible. There's only 3 of these in the bag, so... There's those. Then we got this, which is a number die. It goes up to, what is this, 8-sided? 9-sided. Well, you can't roll. Oh, 10-sided, pardon me, 10. That's right. 10-sided die. I don't know if this is like an initiative die, like your round order or something. Because, you know, you roll... In the game, it's an 8. It's a 1d8 you roll. And then you add your speed. So I don't know if that's what this is for or what the deal is. There's 4 of them in, so 1 for each player, potentially. But it's a gray die, numbered, Darkest Dungeon font. These dice they feel a little light. They're definitely not, you know, great quality dice, but hopefully they don't have too many imperfections. They're dice. And then you got this one here. This looks like negative stuff. I don't actually know what it would be, though. Like, you got a chalice there. It's black and red, so that's usually not a good sign. You got, what, like a steaming puddle? You got a web or something. So I'm assuming this is like a trap dice or something. You got stress and the torch symbol here. So I'm not 100% sure what this dice is for. But it feels negative. It's got a blank side, too, which probably means nothing happens. But I guess this is probably trap-related. Anyway, there's a whole shitload of them. You know, there's a lot. Sup, Olsen? Could the scrolls be... Ooh, firewood. That is a good point. They look like scrolls, but hold on. Let's take a look. Are they firewood? I mean, that's tough. It could be firewood. That is certainly a possibility. Like, the 2 stacked up... Hold on. Come on. Come on, you can do it, camera. Focus. There you go. So the 2 stacked up definitely look like they could certainly be fire logs. But that one kind of sticking up... Like, it almost looks like it's curving around, you know? That one definitely looks more scroll-like, so I'm not sure, honestly. We'll check out the instructions after we've unboxed everything, though. See if we can figure some of these details out. Oh, bandages! Holy shit! I forgot about bandages. Yeah, you're right. Those are bandages. Good call, chat. So yeah, that's a consumable dice. I don't know what the DD means. That's kind of scary. All right, we'll just set those there. All right, what else we got here? All right, this stuff. Let's go ahead and pull all of this out now. Come to Papa. Alright. We've got our packs of, I'm guessing these are the mini Euro cards. We got a couple of these. Got 2 of these smaller ones, 2 of the larger ones. Let's see what they're all about. These look to be character-oriented. These... maybe debuffs? Buffs? Things like that. Condition cards. Perhaps. Here's my process. Dangerous. I like to live on the edge. Use the knife. Pop it up. Like so. There you go. Then you don't have to bend the whole thing up. Card box opening. Hooray! No bending. Oh, let's see if I can get them all out. Come on. Every last one of you. You're all coming out. Come here. Come here. Okay. Alright, so what we have here are... aha! Quirks. I see quirks. Quirks. Negative quirks. Positive quirks. So these are our quirk cards. And then... initiative cards. And... affliction cards. And virtue card. So let's take a look here. So... for our first virtue, we've got everyone's favorite and probably the worst one to get. Vigorous. Better than nothing, I guess. Certainly better than affliction. Is gonna... there we go. Vigorous. Quarks. They hold everything together. Okay, so vigorous is at the start of your turn. Oh, okay. So the brown dice are event dice. Or the gray dice. At the start of your turn, roll 1 to 3 of the gray dice. Oh, no, if you roll a 1 through a 3. So you got the 10-sided dice. If you roll it and it comes up 1, 2, or 3, you heal yourself for 3 per hero level. Okay, so you got roughly, what was it, like a 30% chance? You got roughly a 30% chance to get a heal every round. Stalwart, at the start of your turn, same thing. Roll the dice. If you get a 1 through a 3, you reduce 2 stress. Courageous, you reduce 1 stress to everyone in the party if you roll a 1 through 3. So each one has like a 30% chance every turn to proc an effect. Focused, focus is 1 through 5. So you get a 50% chance to pop that one, and you get a self buff for 2 turns. Powerful, everyone's favorite. 1 through a 3, so 30% again. 2-turn buff for your entire party. Now we've got the afflictions. Divided per hero level, yeah. So hero level, so it's 3, 6, or 9, depending how far into the game you are. Fearful. Here's the pictures and art for the afflictions. Pretty similar, just different color scheme. Well, come on, focus. You can do this, camera. I believe in you. So fearful, at the start of your turn, there's a 20% chance, so the negatives seem to have a lower chance of occurring. Fearful is a 20% chance effectively to get +2 stress. So it looks like okay, here's selfish is a 40% chance to get consume 1 provision. Oh. That sounds like it could be bad. 30% chance for self-damage? Is that a damage token? I think those are damage tokens. So for masochist, you get a chance of self-harming. 30% chance to take 2 damage per hero level. So masochist, still pain in the ass. Hopeless, 30% chance to give 1 stress to the entire party. Irrational, at the start of your turn, oh boy. Irrational's still not good, chat. At the start of your turn, you're basically guaranteed to have a negative effect if you get irrational. There's no... If you roll a 1 through 5, you move 1 stance forward. If you roll a 6 through a 10, you move 1 stance backwards. Basically, if you get irrational, you're fucked, no matter what. Cool. It's just like the real game. Amazing. By the way, here's the back sides of the cards. There's the Virtue. And there's the Affliction. Virtue versus Affliction. Back sides. Alright. Next cards we got, what are these? These are the initiative cards, I guess. Okay. Here's what they look like on the back side. I guess this determines which team goes first, or something. Let's take a look, and flipping them over. Okay, yep, it's exactly what I say. There's an even mix. Half of them, the enemy go first. Got a little bit of enemy art on there. Shows the enemy go first. And then, on the other side, you've got... players go first. Or something like that anyway. So these are your initiative cards. Even number, you just draw. Whatever you get, you get. Fair enough. Then we've got quirk cards. Alright. So, for the art, it's just the quirk symbol. It's red for negative, gold for good. Some examples of goods are Clotter, reduce bleeding turn by 1. Or reduce bleeding by 1 per turn, or whatever the fuck that means. I think that's -1 turn, so it removes 1 turn of bleeding. Early Riser, buff for 2 turns. Looks like it's campfire related, whatever that means. So there's some kind of campfire interaction here. Early Riser. Come on, you got this. There we go. I don't know if you need to camp in order for that one to trigger or what the deal is. And then you got Fast Healer. It looks like whenever you get healing, you just gain 1 extra healing per character level. Hard Noggin, stuns less 1 less turn. Night Owl. It looks like whenever you camp, you just remove an extra stress. Evasive. Whenever you evade, you lose a stress, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so those are the positives. Let's get an example of a couple of negatives. Nocturnal. Whenever you camp, you gain 1 stress. Or whatever the fuck the fire plus X means. Clumsy. If something happens, you gain a debuff for 1 turn. Not 100% sure what that symbol up top is. Maybe if you miss, if you don't hit or something, or the enemy dodges. One of the two. So you get a debuff. Off guard, kind of the same. It's got that same X symbol, and you gain a stress. Infirm, if you get healing, you take 1 less healing. Shocker. If something crits. So I'm thinking that's just if damage occurs. The condition is met. This one requires crit damage. So if you get crit, you take a stun. Alright. So those are a couple of examples of quirks. Fair enough. Nothing too crazy there. Actually, honestly, the ones where an effect happens every time damage occurs is... I mean, that's pretty wild. Like, that's a tough one to get, I think. It's one you definitely remove when you get back to town. Okay, so that's that set of cards. We got another set here. I'm wondering if it's just more of the same or if it's a little different. Let's find out. There's already quite a few cards for those other things, so I assume these are going to be different. But who knows? It is a mystery for now. Get off of me. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Wedge that open. Carefully. Okay. So these are... Oh, okay. So we got two kinds of cards here. We've got disease cards. We've got disease cards. It's got the treatment ward lady with a needle. It says disease. I know it didn't quite focus in there, but it's got a lot it's trying to focus on. There's a lot going on here. And then you've got, I'm guessing this is the wagon, because that's the wagon lady. I don't know why it's not focusing right now. I hate webcams. There we go. It's too close. I don't know what these are, so we'll take a look. Disease ones first, though. Here you go. If you happen to get the Black Plague, it is... I don't know what the conditions are. Is that if you take a blight, you gain 1 additional blight for 2 turns. So it makes blights more deadly. And 2 of the, whatever the hearts are. I don't know what those hearts are exactly, but you get extra of those per level. So diseases is pretty potent. Spotted fever. Looks like whenever you take damage, you gain 1 blight for 2 turns as well. So, fairly potent. Okay, so these are trinkets. Melv's back. Appreciate that, Melv. Welcome back. You are. Trinkets? Yeah, these are trinket cards. So these are your trinkets. We've got, oh, holding that upside down. So we've, oh no. Am I holding it upside, wait, why is it? Alright, it's positives and negatives. Each one is a positive and a negative, it looks like. So, damage stone. When you deal damage, you do 3 additional. However, it's got a negative on it, too. So, it looks like trinkets are double-edged. When you take damage, you suffer 2 additional. So, you do 3 extra damage, but if you get hit, you also take 2 extra hearts, whatever the hell that means. I don't know if that's just damage or what the deal is. What else we got here? Camouflage cloak. As an example, the negative is... if it focuses... Come on, camera. Come on. Come on. Autofocus, everybody. Always works well. Well, okay, there we go. When hit, suffer 1 turn of stun if you get hit. However, the positive effect is you get extra evasion if Torchlight is greater than level 3. So if you're... Oh, okay, so that's what that symbol is. It's not a camping symbol, it's a Torchlight symbol. Got it. So if your Torchlight is greater than 3, you gain 2 dodge. But if you do get hit, you're stunned for 1 turn. So, those are trinkets. They do include the item art up in the corner, if you haven't noticed. In the corners, that is the trinkets art. I know it's a little washed out because of all the fucking lights I have around here, but you can kind of see it there. A little picture of the trinket. I wonder if it's always, both of them are always in play, or if there's, because it almost has like a swap symbol there. Like that arrow. So I don't know if there's conditions in which you get the positive and conditions in which you get the negatives, or if it's just always both in play. I guess we'll learn about that later. Once we hit the instruction book. Okay, so that's trinkets and diseases. Alright. Very nice. Didn't watch much Twitch lately, but now you're stuck with Corona and everybody else needs to go to work. That's a tough one. Sorry to hear that. But hey, we're always happy to have you when you can show up. Alright, what do we got next? Guessing the minis are in that other box. Come on, lift up there, little buddy. You can do it. Lift up. There you go. Alright, we got more cards here. Okay, so these are character cards of some capacity. We got something for the A-bomb here. Oh, these are ability cards, it looks like. Or something. That's Slam for the Abomination. Level 3 Slam, specifically. So it's a picture of the ability, but... Ah, the back has stats. Okay. So I guess these are just little reference cards for in play. Now it's got the information for Slam 3. The crit chance and the crit damage, accuracy, and the damage for a normal hit. Hits enemy in first position. Tells you the stats and stuff, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so these are just character cards like that. You got them for both forms of the A-bomb. You got them for everyone. Oh, wait, hold on. Where's the occultist heal? I gotta see it. Did they do my boy, the occultist, dirty? Where's their heal? Hold on. This is important. Like, this is critical shit. Where is it? Okay, that's pull. I don't care about pull. I'm looking for the heal. Swear to God, if I can't zero bleed my party in this board game, it is not true to Darkest Dungeon. There better be a zero bleed. Okay, it's the stun. It's the mark. Where's the heal? Cultist, where's your... Oh, here's the heal. Alright, let's take a look at the heal quick. This is important. Is it dirty or is it intended? It's going to be dirty if it's not there. Okay, so... Word reconstruction. Oh, no. There's no chance for a zero bleed. There's a chance for a bleed, but no zero bleed. What the fuck? They did my boy dirty. Look at that. Man. Alright, well, everyone gets fucking healing. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. There is a chance for a zero. Look at that. Look at the front number. 0 to 1 heroes. So there's a chance it just doesn't affect a hero, apparently. I don't know what that actually means, but that might be our 0. Maybe there's a chance it just doesn't affect a hero at all. So, hey, zero bleeds are back on the table, baby. Possibly. Anyway, these are just your hero cards with your hero skills. That's all we need to see there for now, I think. Put these back. Okay. Next up is another box. This looks like... Okay, so this is the other... Is this more hero cards? I guess this is more hero cards. Apparently it took 2 boxes to get them all in. Or something. It kind of makes sense. Half the heroes in one box, half the heroes in the other box. Let me just double check to be sure. Come on. Pop open. Don't fight me. Let's see what we got here. I think that's exactly... Yeah, okay. That's exactly what it is. So half the heroes in one box, half of them in the other. Fair enough. This is why they included so many goddamn sleeves, because there's a ton of cards. Alright, now on to the next card type. We got the tarot-sized cards. So this is why they included the tarot sleeves. So let's see what these are all about then, shall we? Again, same box art as all the others. You got the torch on one side. And kind of a display on the other. Let's pop them open. A lot of heroes. Several abilities per hero and several levels for each ability. Yeah, I can see why it took 2 boxes for heroes. Yeah, there's a lot of them. It just arrived last night. In December? No. It arrived at port on November 2nd and took them like 3 weeks to get here. It arrived yesterday, though. This is only the first half, by the way. Only one of the expansion boxes is here. The Warrens, the Cove, the Weald, and I think there's a box for the Farmstead. None of those have arrived yet. Those are coming out in shipment 2, which is who the fuck knows when. This is just the base game and the Crimson Court. So this is only about half of what I paid. So this is half of $700, essentially. Come on, pop open. There you go. Good. Okay. So the title of the stream is essentially clickbait. Alright, what do we got here? We got boss cards, okay. Okay, so this is the rest of the boss cards. We had the special boss cards for the final boss, Big D and company, but now we got, it looks like, the boss cards for everybody else. Alright, these are the ability cards, I guess. Is it the same art for all of them? Yeah, okay. So these are our boss ability cards. This one's for everyone's favorite, Heart of Darkness. We flip it over. And it's one of their abilities. A little more art of the unit. Probably doing the animation for the ability, maybe. Actions per round 2. Impending doom at the start of battle. Each time Heart of Darkness finishes an action, roll one of the gray dice. And place it next to its card. Next time its turn comes, it'll use the corresponding skill. Okay. So you use the gray dice to also determine what skill the enemy are going to use to essentially randomize their abilities. Fair enough. Then for the Gestating Heart, actions per round 1. This actually shows the actions per round for this one, what they are. There's the heart, there's the action. It's actually 2 potential actions. I don't know how you determine which one. Summon. A random Darkest Dungeon monster. Well, that's definitely a different fight. But I guess they're not insta-killing your characters either, so... Yeah, there's a trade-off. So it can either do summon or it can do Iker. Each time a hero deals damage to the Gestating Heart, they heal and suffer blight for 3 turns. Fair enough. Alright, so these are just boss cards. They got them for everyone. They got them for Big D as well, Little D's. What is that? The Undulating Shambler, what is that one? Shuffling Horror. Shuffling, not undulating. I don't know, I kind of like the idea of it undulating, though. It excites me in ways it probably shouldn't. Fanatic stuff, like the marks. So these are just boss ability cards in this one. Okay. Fair enough. You know, the real tragedy to all this is the fact that I'm going to have to sleeve this shit. You know how long it's going to take to sleeve all of this? I'll be doing it for a week. You may never see me again. This is it. This is the last stream. I'll die before I'm done sleeving all of these cards. Old age will take me. Okay, what are these other ones? These might all be boss cards, honestly. We'll find out. Don't forget to go pee. I'll never be able to pee again. I'll just be sleeving cards. Hydra. I don't have anything. Wait, is there a droplet left? Hold on. There's some drops have formed. There. I took a sip. That was the grainy part. If there's people watching sleeping streams, I don't see why you couldn't have a sleeving stream. Well, we might be doing that. Because I'm not sure where else to put all this shit if I don't just organize it now. So that may be the second half of the stream here. Okay. Alright, so we've got... The back art is... That's the back art. It's entering the Darkest Dungeon. And what we have is unit cards. Okay, so these are for the basic units. Shows their abilities. Here we got our friend, the little bone soldier here, the Crit Machine himself. Mr. Crit Johnson. Let's see if I can get this on screen. There we go. So it shows the unit, shows their stats up here. No dodge, their damage, etc., accuracy. So these are the stat cards for the monsters. Basically all of them. You got spiders, you got maggots. There's the maggots. Yeah, you got the club boy, gargoyles, etc. So that's all the basic units. Again, the art's good on all the cards and everything. Decent quality card stock. Come on, go in. There you go. Okay, we got 2 more batches. Let's see what they all are. With a paddle and a ball gag in its mouth. I feel like there's probably more context to the statement. I will with a paddle and a ball gag in its mouth. I could go back and look at the context for that statement, but I feel like the statement stands on its own, really. At the end of the day, I don't know if I need more context. So I'll just leave it at that. Ah, another set of both unit and boss cards. We got both in here, so this is the overflow for each. These cards came a little curved. They probably curved at the factory because the box is not damaged in any way. So they were probably curved from printing. A little unfortunate. Not the end of the world. They'll probably straighten back out in their sleeves. So we got rattlers, brigands. And we got a bunch of additional unit cards. Brawlers, Ascended Witches. So these are kind of higher level ones. These are ones... Cultist Priest, Blush Hounds. I think there's a couple of boss ones in here too. Let's take a look. Yep, Necromancer ability card. Collector. Wait, is Shambler in here? I swear to God, Shambler better be in here. Would be pissed if he isn't. Where's my Shambler? That's the Highwayman's head. These are all the heads, right? Okay, we're selling the collector stuff. Collector. Collector, sell stock, little D reflection. Oh my God, no Shambler. What the fuck? No Shambler yet. There better be a I'm just saying, there's no Shambler. I'm gonna have to really get defensive about this. Shambles, no Shambles yet. Shambles a refund. No Shambler in the game. I'm going to have to request my $700 back. Thank you. I thought I saw a Shambler mini, though. I guess I could have been the Shuffling Horror, to be fair. Anyway, we got one more set of tarot cards. Maybe maybe Shambler's in here. Either that or they're like, we gave him the Shuffling Horror. That's basically Shambler. Let's call it a day. No, they are not the same thing. One is a pushover little bitch boy that you kill in one round. And the other's the greatest nightmare any player has ever had in the game. Unless you're running, like, Shieldbreaker and 3 Highwaymen. Then it just kind of dies, but it still hurts. Shambles costs extra for another $5 a month. Isn't that what all the car companies are doing now? Well, you see, your car can normally go this fast, but unless you pay us an extra $1,200 a year, we're not going to let you reach this speed. Okay, so it looks like this batch of cards is also slightly curved. So 2 of the boxes had a slight curve to them. I don't know if you can even see it. It's pretty slight. It's not a big deal, but they are slightly curved. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see it a little bit. This one's not as bad as the last box. The last box was notably more curved. So it looks like during the packaging or the manufacturing, the sheets got a little pressure on the edges. Okay, so what we got here? We got Hamlet events. And... okay, so here's the Hamlet events. Here's the back art for that. Hamlet event. The events are... here's an example event. Come on. Focus up. Focus. Shh. It really doesn't want to focus. Alright. Well, I'll just read it off to you. Militia training. The Hamlet's guards train intensely. If only the heroes could benefit from that. Alas, they'd lose all their precious time, though. All heroes can level up one level 1 skill. If they do, 0 days. Else, 3 days. I don't know what that means yet, but, you know. So they gain or lose 3 days if they level up their skill 0 days. If they don't, 3 days. I assume that means they don't gain days or something. I don't know. Not sure what the days mean yet. But apparently gaining days is beneficial, losing days is negative. Or not gaining days is negative. Oh, it's probably like Blood Moon where you have a limited time to beat the game. So you have a certain stock number of days. And certain events can increase the number of days or not, maybe, or something like that. I don't know. That could be a mechanic. Another example, General Repairs. His role is quite demanding to keep an abandoned hamlet from falling apart. In addition to the caretaker role for another location to be blocked each day. Oh. And that apparently lasts for... there's a number up there, so that apparently lasts for 4 something. 4 turns, 4 dungeons, 4 something or other. And then, on the other side... there is also... Blood Moon, exactly. Ah, shit, I have nothing to hydrate with. Here. There, I swallowed some of my saliva. That counts, right? Ah, quests. This is the back of the quest card. It's our dear friend the caretaker. So these are quests. These are your objectives. Alright. Looks like there's also provision cards. Or something. What are these? These are also condition in rooms? What the hell? What does that mean? Apparently these are... so everything's been kind of generic, like you get one buff, or you get 1 debuff, but it doesn't say what they are, because I think these cards determine what your buffs and debuffs and shit are for each dungeon. So you draw one of these each dungeon, and this affects... so the conditions are a little dynamic, to a degree. So every time you get a buff token in the dungeon, it increases your crit by 1. Your crit chance. Or debuff reduces it or whatever. So that seems to be how that is all determined. So each card has conditions, and then on the back side it has rooms. So it helps determine what your rooms are going to do as well. Trap room, curio room. Tells you, it instructs you on how to handle that room. So apparently you draw one of those each time you go in. And then there's the quest cards, which is what I was actually looking for when I discovered those other ones. So we've got the quest Scout Ahead here. This is the quest card. Get that all on if I can. It really doesn't want to focus on these tarot cards very well. Anyway, it tells you what you need to do. So... the estate has remained secret for far too long, thus it was the rightful owner's decision to send you on a mission to scout ahead. Who knew what horrors lurked in the shadows, though? XP, 1 XP per 2 rooms cleared. And it tells you what your room composition is going to be for the mission. The room composition here is 2 empty rooms, 1 trap room, 2 curio rooms, 2 battle rooms, and 1... that might be a boss room. So that kind of tells you what your quest is and what you're going to be dealing with. So you can kind of plan ahead. Alright. Cool. It said 1 to 4 players, 90 minutes. Trap room. Yep, there's traps. We shall have to find out when Joe plays it for the stream. I do not have a setup in which I can do that. Like, I'm struggling here with this setup just to show this stuff off. Like, playing the game's going to take even more space. I ain't got nowhere to do it. I'm struggling, man. Alright, so that's all the cards. So that is that everything for the first box here? That might be everything for the first box. Let me take a look. Double check here. Alright, are we empty? Is this empty? Does that look empty, everybody? That looks pretty empty to me. That's empty, yeah. What's that on the bottom, though? Is that something? No. Alright, so that's the first box. That's the card box. That gave us the cards. That gave us the board and all that. So we got through all that stuff now. Let me tuck all this crap back in. Oh, side heavy. Tuck it all back in. So that's why this box was so hard. It's pure cardboard. Dense cardboard. A ridiculous amount of cardboard. Let's put all this away so I can clear some space for us here. I do not remember how all this goes in here, so I'm winging it. It is a song and a prayer. Maybe it's working, maybe it's not. Who knows? Okay, so what sinks down into there? Something definitely sinks down into there. What is it? It's definitely not these. Oh, maybe nothing sinks down into there. Actually, these probably do. It's like a puzzle trying to rebox it. I should have taken a picture before I took everything out. Okay, you're gonna slide, huh? Stay there. Shh. Shh. Stop sliding. Stop sliding. So what if I come back in here, pull these up? Will this fit down here? Alright, so far we haven't lost any parts, so that's a win. No, that will not fit down there. Okay. Actually, it fit like that, though. That's pretty convenient. That might be how it's supposed to go. Maybe. I take these and put them in right over here. Is it the same thing? Do they just fit in? Oh, they just fit in, too. Look at that. Huge. I don't think that's how it's supposed to go, but close enough. That in there. What else we got? Ah. We got the sheet. Oh, actually, the sheet probably goes on the bottom. Yeah, so does this little box, I think, here. The sleeve box. Let's get those in. Whoop. Pardon my hit. Like I said, very little space to work with here. Okay, put the sheet down here like that. Does that fit in? No, it doesn't actually. Huh. Surprising. It's a very small area. I feel like something definitely goes down in there, but we're damned if I remember what. Oh, it's actually probably these. Oh well. Those will fit right there, just nicely. Okay, then these go in. These baggies go in. These probably go in next. Oh. Hey. Let's go ahead and keep this out, I guess. It's my special print, I suppose. For people dumb enough to actually buy this. These definitely go to the bottom, though. Hold on. 100% bottom bait. ripped up. Shit, I'm gonna have to take everything out to get these in. Amazing. Excellent planning, me. Good job, me. Proud of me, me. Did good, me. Did real good on this one, me. Really figured this out. Really solved this puzzle. Excellent job, me. I'm proud of you, me. Like they said you wouldn't amount to anything but an idiot, me. Well, I'll show them wrong. I can rebox a fucking package. Just watch. See? This is not how it was originally packaged, but it's working, so I'm taking it. It's a win in my book right now. Boom. That's, yeah, close enough. Everything's in. We got this little corner thing here to keep everything in place. More or less. Let's box that in. There we go. Alright, that's far from perfect. I'm sure the lid will fit on just fine. I'm going to leave the instructions out. I'm not going to put the lid on this either yet. No idea where I'm going to actually put this. They didn't plan this far ahead. Hey, you. Oh shit, I think those are supposed to go in here too. Oh crap, wait, where the hell do these go? There's not enough room. Like, it won't fit. Like, it just actually won't fit. The hell were these supposed to? Were these not in here? Were these on their own? Did these go in? I mean, they fit, but they don't fit that well. Oh, jeez. Ah, I fucked up. Something's not in here right. Whatever. It's good enough. Don't worry about it. Just put the lid on. Maybe. Joe failed puzzling class. I sure did. I just realized. My box is defective. It's got to tear up the corner. See that? I didn't notice that until just now. Can I get that on camera? There. See? See that tear? See that? It's probably because of how fucking heavy this box is. Ugh.